Okay, I've got this really nice English Ingersoll padlock here. These are like a 10 lever sort of normal pin tumbler, but not at all padlock. So they sort of a lever because it has this that come around, or like levers that come around on both sides and hinge off the other. And then there's a sidebar that sits in here, pushes in. And then they pick, so they're a bit of they're like a lever sidebar. They're a bit weird. There's the key, which get it around the right way. Opens, shackle pops all the way out. There is a pin you can put through, so it doesn't do that, which would retain it, but I don't have that pin, and it would make it impossible to gut. Anyway, so they are a bit of a pain to pick, and this might take a little while. Don't have any false gates or anything on the levers. You'll see when we get it open. So first off, there's quite a lot of slot before that sidebar activates, so you can see go that far. So let's just go back. So from vertical to like that, now we're binding. So yeah, like I said, there's 10 levers, 5 on the top, 5 on the bottom. I'll have to go back and forth between top, bottom, do some jiggle test up and down, just feel them moving a little bit for when they're in their gate, or for when they're binding. And yeah, it takes a while. It can act kind of tapered, so you got to go to one and then back and then back. Each one needs a bit of work, and I will really be applying quite a bit of force. So that's the plan. I'll try and sort of narrate as we're going, but you can get a bit repetitive, so why not? All right, so see, wafer 1, fine. 2, yep, binding already. Okay, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, and 5, 4, 3. It's hard to feel number 2 sometimes. There we go. It was binding, but it's just out now. And 1. Right down the bottom. 1, 2. Keep that tension up high. 4 and 5. So rather than like a push, you can see I'm doing a sort of like a bounce, like just on each pin. You just want a bit of a gentle wiggle, feeling the resistance. You feel almost nothing through the tensioner. It's all on the pick in this one. 2 is like grinding, but not ready. All right, let's try the top again. 1, 3. Yeah, I've got it now. 4, 5. All right, 2 is a bit better now. Still feels not ready, but it might be close up. 4, 5, grinding a bit. Try back at the top. 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 1. They all feel all right. 2. That's better. I think we can go a little bit of core rotation. 4, 5, 4, 5. It might be something at the top. 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 1. Back to the bottom. 1, 2, 3. Okay, they feel good. I think we're getting close. Look at the top. Now I'm worried over set number 1 there. We'll just drop that back. We amp back up this tension now. That's better. 2. You know you could overset things in this easily. All right, all the bottom ones feel good. One feels good. 2 feels good. 3, 4, 5 feels good. Got it. Stuck at the bottom there. And boom. Shackle out. That is an Ingersoll. I think it's CS. Is the end picked. Let us have a look inside. So you see what I mean? It's a bit, acts quite tapered. You got to keep touching them a lot. Just be careful when you jiggle. You just want to. I'll show you when it's open. Yeah. So it screws down the shackle. Screw down that shackle. This plate comes off. Screws fall out that way. Because it is in the picked position, this will just slide out. So there we go. Sidebar retracted in. 2 ball bearings down there. So that's that. Just a nice solid body. Sadly, some of the plating's coming off the outside of this one, but it's still very nice. So there we have sidebar fully retracted all the way in. Now, and you've got this fat O-ring at the back, which does rob you of quite a bit of sensation. So just before we get to the actual levers, so there's this rod that goes through here, which we can't remove without pulling apart some rivets and stuff. So that holds all of the levers and these springs. So that side's the spring, side's the lever, and they come around onto this side. And here's the sidebar coming out. Snap. So there it is. It's just like, yeah, this bar here, and it pushes down into the lever pack. If I slide that out of the way, find the key, and we slowly and carefully insert it, you can see that as it pushes in, it pulls those gates towards the middle there. And it's all the way lined up. They line up like so, and the sidebar will go in. So yeah, it can be quite hard. So you're going through, so this one you can see would need to be, try and angle that right. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's one right at the back there, 5, which can be quite hard to get. And then on the other side, you've got this one. Where's 2? Yeah, all right. 1, 5, 3, 2, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's what you're trying to do to line them up. It can be quite hard to really feel where you are on them, but they're really cool. So that is, yeah, the Ingersoll, ball bearings. Forgot about those. It's, yeah, difficult to pull it apart much more than that. Let's just really quickly assemble this again because it's not hard. I don't think anyone else has done it on video. They might have. I don't know. I didn't look that hard. I watched a couple of videos on these things. All right, that goes in to there, and then we rotate it 90 degrees and back. Get that key out. This on. Key back in. Turn it to the unlocked position. If you don't put it in the unlocked position, the ball bearings will get in the way and you'll never get the screws down the holes. So Just do those up. They don't need to go mega tight. Just a little bit. Then the shackle can go in. Hide with a hole is the long side. It will fit either way, but for authenticity, stick it that way. And there you go. It is picked, gutted, reassembled. If you've got the pin in there, you need to punch it out and then re-hammer it through first, but I do not have that problem on this one. So there you go. Really cool locks.